Well, there you go. This isn't what I expected to be this afternoon. This is it's a place very, very, very near to where I live, and I'm lucky enough to come here for Christmas lunch every year with my daughter AJ. We've made that our treat. That's kind of the present to her. Funnily enough, just over there is where Harry and Meghan stayed, or Harry stayed the night before his wedding all those years ago, and I actually designed the menu for him. So there you go. I'm standing at this beautiful idyllic spot by a pond, shooting in Sea Log 3 in broad daylight, not broad daylight, sunshine, direct sunshine. It's absolutely stunning. It's like a summer's day. There's a beautiful pond behind me. Guards Polo Club is just over to one side. I've got some geese walking around. Yeah, it's quite a lovely spot. So I was sitting at home. I was about to get stuck into writing. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was about to get stuck into writing. And I thought, you know what, I need to get the vlog done. Then I thought of this location, that it'd be nice and quiet, uninterrupted. So I thought I'd come here, record the vlog, and then I'm going to drive into the studio and say goodbye to this beautiful sunshine and go and work. I've been working this morning, had a bit of a break this morning to go and I get a sports therapy massage every 6 weeks just to keep my body in check from all the walking and stuff that I do. So I had that done, so there's been a little hiatus and now it's back to work. So I don't want to get the blog written, the vlog done, the reel done for Insta, picture already done and posted, and then I need to at least look at this sponsor I've got to work for this week. I still can't remember the name. I've got the email saved. But I want, also while I'm in at the studio, I'll grab another phone, probably the Air, and put their software on that phone, I think. I think it's OS dependent. I still don't unpack the Honor. I've got that to look at yet as well. I nearly said the model number. And then I need to work some time out over the weekend to actually work out a story, something unique with the Honor as well. So, let's talk about the algorithm, shall we? I could have gone one of two ways this week with the video. There's one part of the algorithm, or there's one part of the sense that says, don't post a video that you know is going to tank, because sponsors will look at it and say average views and it looks bad on your channel to have a low video. The other part of the creator's head, or the algorithm, says you've got to post, you've got to keep posting. And it wasn't even the algorithm. I actually wanted to post. I just felt that I wanted to have regular contact with people that are kind enough to watch. I take this really seriously. I'm not one of these creators that's a bougie and says the right thing for the camera and then switches it off and says something entirely different. I genuinely want to, if you say make friends, you know what I mean? I want to be a genuine person. I don't want to be one of those phonies. So I made the video. A few of you have asked, and I knew it wouldn't do well. Woe betide you as a small creator if you come out of your lane. And this is part of what I wanted to talk about, I guess, is that you see these videos where people say, just post and keep turning up and do the reps. We've talked about this before. It's not true. Unless I'm really, really crap at what I do, and I don't think I am. I think certainly doing these vlogs has really helped me. I'm so much more relaxed in front of the camera. Now, for instance, that video I did last night, What's in the Camera Bag, I've changed the thumbnail a couple of times. I've changed the title a couple of times. I've changed the description. I'm actually kind of happy with how it's packaged now. Now I've just got to let it sit and do. I mean, it's done 200, I don't think it's even done 200 views. I mean, it's seriously bombed. Nobody is watching it. But I've just got to let it sit now. And I know a few of you did want to see what I carried around. And the thing is, I could have done that on the vlog channel, but I wanted to actually explore the possibilities of doing that on the main channel. So I decided to make the video. I didn't start till about 4:30 Friday afternoon. And by 7 o'clock, I think it was fully done and uploaded. So I turned it around really, really quickly. And then I decided on this idea of sitting on the floor. I could have done a top down, I could have done it a bit more formal, but I decided just sitting on the floor just to make it a very informal thing of me just talking to you, showing you literally compartment by compartment what's in the bag. And I was really happy with the way it worked out. It looked kind of granular, it looked authentic, and that's the style I'm going for at the moment. As we've spoken about before, I've kind of kissed goodbye. In fact, I find it boring now to think of doing a perfect video in the studio. Again, I've got this ND filter on, so it means I can see my reflection every time I look into the camera. It's really off-putting. It's like a sheet of dark glass in front of the camera, but if I didn't have that on, I'd be totally blown out. So I'm enjoying making these kind of more real videos. And okay, sometimes there's a little bit of camera shake. Sometimes it's not quite perfectly in frame. Sometimes I slightly just miss complete focus, but it works. And it goes to show, and I had that little bit of bad audio the other day, Reflex were delighted with it. There was no alterations to that video whatsoever. I have got a story to tell about that, and I was really kicking myself, and I was really pissed off last night. So I finished the video about 7ish, drove home. I think by the time I wrapped up at the studio, I got in at 8, just after 8, and I was cooking last night. If you're interested, I do a very good prawn linguine with chilies and garlic. And it was lovely and all that. But I got in and my brain was still rushing. So I know when I'm in a rush, I can just feel it. I'm buzzing. It kind of get on a roll. I got in and I had this video, that video, the camera bag processing, and I had the other one for reflex scheduled. Once I saw that my video had finished processing, bear in mind I was in the kitchen cooking at this point. I had the MacBook Neo in the kitchen with me. I hit publish and I published the wrong video. I published the reflex video. I noticed within 10 minutes. The good news is it was getting views in 10 minutes. I don't think they'll know. It's only had 37 views. It's now back to scheduled. I think the reason that the views went up slightly is if you've got the link, you can still replay it. So it looks like people were actually replaying it, which bodes well for when I do release it. I felt awful. I felt terrible. I hate mistakes. I don't understand mistakes. I don't like making mistakes. I do my best not to make mistakes. But I made a mistake. And all night long I kept refreshing and just checking, right, I have definitely put it to scheduled or put it to private, put it to unlisted. I want to leave it as unlisted rather than private because Reflex have got the link as well, and if they want to look at it over the weekend. But all they're meant to be doing next week is giving me the code for their Kickstarter campaign, and that's it, it's done. I've said I'll do a short for them as well because I want to get into bed with those guys. Them and Espresso, I think we could become good bed partners and do regular work together. So, yeah, I don't mind putting the extra yard for them. So I didn't do a short today for them because they didn't tell me it was okay. I'm sure it is because they're all over Instagram with that new lens at the moment. But I'll wait maybe until Monday and I'll do a quick short for them then. But I was mortified. I was in a really pissed off mood last night for the rest of the evening. It didn't ruin the night, but I knew I'd made a mistake and I knew I'd let a sponsor down. I just can't afford to do that with Honor next week. So the plans from here on in are to say the rest of the day, I'm going to try and finish work by about 6 or 7. And I'm going to come back here for a drink on the way home. I'm going to cook myself a chilli tonight, I think. I've just made a list on the phone of what I need for the chilli. And then, so today the case getting the blog done, the vlog uploaded, the reel done. Look at who the sponsor is, have a quick look at their website and check I know roughly what I've got to do. Then tomorrow, hopefully, either work it out or completely record it. They've only asked for 5 minutes. I can't see me getting it done in 5 minutes. I don't care if it's an 8 or 9 minute video. I've got to put £200 into paid views. I might even do 250 to try and hit their 10,000. We haven't spoken about what happens if they don't get their 10,000. I'll worry about that when I come to it. I don't want to put half the money into it. I mean, I need to make some money for a paid living because, you know, when you just feel slightly ahead of the curve and you think things are going okay. I had a few £100 that I actually earned out of content in this past week or so. I thought, yes, I'm out of the worst times, and the car tax came through, so that's £200. My sports massage was £100. I've got to go and put 50 quid of fuel in the car as well, and I've got to buy food for dinner, so that's like going to be a 300 quid day, 400 quid day, which is just unthinkable. I know the road tax is once a year and it has to be done. We all got to do it. That's fine. But it's just one of those days, you know, every time you think you get just that little step ahead, reality kicks in. We did have a new viewer, and I think it was Jay. I'm awfully sorry. I haven't got my phone on me. I can't check. I know as a new viewer said you've been a long time viewer on the channel. I'll say hello to you tomorrow, but it's lovely to have you on board. And the people that are joining, I think we're above 70 now. We are approaching 100. And I could have taken it. I could have kicked back today, not done this, but that's almost not in me now. It's something I want to do. I want to vlog daily. I just want to tell you what's going on. And it's weird. I kind of consider my life to be as boring as everybody else's, but I suppose I do get up to some quite nice things, even just coming here and standing talking to you and knowing I'm coming back here tonight for a drink. And writing, you know, I still enjoy writing, even though it's really paying poorly at the moment. One day that will change, but more importantly, I enjoy it and it keeps my website. The website tricks along okay. You know, for a little one-man website getting 50,000 plus clicks a month, I'm okay with that. It costs me a few quid to run each month. And AdSense doesn't cover it, but it's a really good portal for my work. And when sponsors come along to me, I can just refer them to the website and say, well, look, everything's there. Go and take a look at it. Be interested to see what this footage comes out like. I'm confident that shooting in, there's not a cloud in the sky today, so at least the colour will be constant. If anything, too bright, but I think I've got the exposure okay. I'm trying not to squint because I've got the sun direct in front of me, so my face is fairly evenly coloured. And it looks like it's around about the right exposure values. It is really bright, but with this, maybe I need to get myself a darker ND filter for the summer. Actually, I'm going to do this because this is only, you can obviously buy different stops of darkness. So maybe I need to look at what stops this is. And then get another one. Those step-up rings are really cool, by the way. So I've got a single step-up ring for every lens I've got now, because the filters that I'm buying, all 77mm filters, it's just because that was the first one I had. I was going to use the CPL filters, but it was too bright today. That'd be more for slightly shady conditions, and certainly when I'm looking at buildings. So if I've got, in London, I've got mirrored buildings behind me. That's where that would come in really handy. I'm glad I thought of this spot, though. It's a lovely spot to stand and shoot at. It's really quiet, it's really beautiful, it's very picturesque, and it's good for the soul. And I know I'm going to be sitting inside in a minute writing, so it's nice to feel some sun on my bones. I could sit and write on the iPad. I could go over there, but I don't really get that sort of coffee shop culture. I like to work, and when I'm not working, relax. That's the kind of way I want it to go. So I think I'll go and get my work done. Although it's going to be, the sun's not on my studio at this time of day. It's more there in the morning, so it'll be quite dark in there. But I can have the windows open and have some music playing and just get the job done, get the writing done, and then tomorrow I just want to be ahead of it because I know I've got to say get this sponsors video done, and then I've got to work out what to do with Honor. I need some more photos taken. Today's photo, by the way, I'm really happy with. It's one I got up at 5 o'clock well, I got up at 4:30. I shot it at 5:06. I saw from the metadata, and it looks gorgeous. It's a set of steps up to Tower Bridge, and the lighting on the roof in this bridge. Oh, I was so happy with it. I took that shot early in the year. But it was a really grey, dull, rainy day, and it didn't look good. But this time in the morning, it was a beautiful morning anyway. The sun wasn't up, but it was that bluish sky that I was after, that steel sky. There was clearly light coming, and the light in the tunnel was just perfect. So I'm really happy with that. I've got a couple of more pictures to do. I think I've already posted 6 or 7. It shows how many shots I took that day. And I'm thinking I'm going to London for Honor Tuesday or Wednesday. Haven't decided that. Maybe even Thursday. But as I said to you last week, I need to begin prioritising the video over the photos. The photos is a passion project. It's something I love doing, but it's not paying any bills. I've got, funny enough, on Lightroom community, I've got 200 followers, and I think I've got over 600 followers now, or over 500 followers on Insta. And considering I don't pay or boost any of those, it's all organic. And again, it's just by constantly posting. It shows that much is true. But as to the algorithm, it sucks. They do not come out of lane. I wanted to make that video. I'm quite happy with that video. I was thinking of taking it down, but you know what? Sodom, I'm not going to take it down. I'm going to leave it up. I'm happy with it. Just because the algorithm doesn't like it doesn't mean that I should take it down. Don't always play to the algorithm. Actually be true for once in a while. And I know at some point I'll get a break of luck and this channel will break and people will see the kind of authentic stuff we're making. And I think it's different to other people. Where I was afraid of my age, I think my age is actually playing into my advantage because I'm not as concerned about trying to play that algorithm game. Of course, I need to pay the bills. But I'm not going to play that silly game that sort of some of the younger creators make, and the shouting and just making up first world problems just because. Not me. Anyway, that's it. We're done. It's a 12-minute vlog. It's a Saturday. It's beautiful. Shame I've got to go and work, but hey, I'm very lucky to get to do what I do for a job, so I'm not going to complain. I will speak to you at some point tomorrow, and thanks for all the love on that camera bag video. It, particularly this week, really does matter. I'll speak to you tomorrow.